Leo chosen ones, now or never. Time to dream bigger than ever. Mid-April 2025. Welcome, radiant souls, to Golden Fortune Leo, your trusted sanctuary where we navigate the unseen tides of the universe with clarity, curiosity, and just the right pinch of cosmic humor. If you've found your way here, trust that it's no accident. This is your mid-April 2025 tarot reading, Leo, and let me tell you, the energy swirling around you right now is anything but ordinary. It feels almost orchestrated by the stars themselves. Now, as always, take what resonates with your spirit and gently set aside the rest. No need to carry extra luggage on this soul journey. And don't forget to check your sun, moon, and rising signs for a fuller, richer perspective. Think of it as consulting all the wise elders in the village before making your next bold move. We are deep into what I affectionately call the Year of Triumph 2025. For many of you, the chosen ones walking this path of courage and awakening, this reading feels less like fortune-telling and more like fate itself tapping you on the shoulder, whispering, "It's time." So, sit back, open your heart, and let's step boldly into the narrative the universe has been writing for you all along. As I begin to lay out these cards before us, I have to tell you, there's a charge in the air today. Not just the usual flicker of possibility, but something brighter, fuller, as if the universe itself just exhaled and filled the room with potential. The energy feels distinctly optimistic, almost like we've cracked open a window and the winds of expansion are rushing in. And trust me, I've sat with these cards for many years, through all kinds of seasons and cycles, and when they come out glowing like this, it's a clear signal, we're not looking at an ordinary reading. No, my friends, we are brushing up against destiny herself. Already, I can sense this is no coincidence, especially for you chosen ones tuning in, walking bravely through the Year of Triumph 2025. It's as if you've arrived at a threshold, the kind you only see once in a great while, when all the quiet work you've done behind the scenes is about to be illuminated under the spotlight of divine timing. Now, let's talk about the Eight of Pentacles, a card that I like to call the quiet champion of the tarot deck. It doesn't boast, it doesn't parade, but it holds power in its steady, unwavering dedication. This is the emblem of mastery through repetition, focus, and heart-centered labor. Whether it's your career, your creative passions, or even your relationships, you've been sculpting something beautiful with your own hands and spirit. And here's the good news, that effort is about to pay off in tangible, visible ways. Think promotions, recognition, or that long-awaited breakthrough that once felt like a distant dream. For you, the chosen ones, this is confirmation that your journey was never in vain. Every early morning, every late night, every time you doubted but kept going anyway, it all mattered. Success, you see, doesn't always come with fireworks. More often, it arrives quietly, like the morning sun slipping through your window, reminding you that perseverance is its own kind of brilliance. Stay the course. You're not just working, you're ascending. Now we're getting to the good part. The Wheel of Fortune has made its grand entrance, and let me tell you, this is no small moment. This card is like the universe's way of leaning in, giving you that conspiratorial wink, and saying, ready or not, here comes your turn. It signals a powerful shift, a turning of the cosmic gears in your favor. But, and here's where the wisdom kicks in, luck is never a passive force. Fortune, my friends, tends to dance with those who are already on the floor. Opportunities are swirling all around you like golden leaves in the wind, but they're not going to linger forever. You've got to reach out and catch them. With Jupiter's expansive energy illuminating your path, it's as though 1,000 lanterns are lighting the way forward. Optimism, abundance, and that sweet taste of serendipity are aligning just for you. This is your year of triumph unfolding in real time. Especially for my Leos, naturally born to shine, this feels like that long-awaited lucky break, the moment when your efforts catch the spotlight and the world finally applauds. But it gets even better. When I see the Wheel of Fortune dancing alongside the Star and the Queen of Pentacles, I know we're witnessing a symphony of destiny in motion. The Star is your cosmic confirmation, the dreams you've whispered into the universe, the ones you almost gave up on. They're drawing near. And the Queen of Pentacles steps in with her practical magic, reminding you that success isn't just about dreaming big, but also about making grounded, wise choices in your daily life. Some of you are wrapping up an old chapter. There's a sense of completion here, almost like world card energy, hinting at global opportunities or even physical travel. If you've been feeling that quiet nudge, like the universe has been secretly prepping you for something monumental, you're not imagining things. Trust that. The iron is hot, Leo, and your moment to strike is right now. Don't hesitate, destiny waits for no one. Ah, the Queen of Pentacles, what a regal presence she brings to this reading. She arrives not with loud fanfare, but with the quiet confidence of someone who has mastered the art of weaving abundance into everyday life. She embodies the wisdom of stewardship, particularly over your resources, your time, and yes, your finances. Now, for some of you, this queen may actually represent a real person, an earth sign, perhaps Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, someone grounded and trustworthy, offering you counsel as solid as oak. But for many of you, this is your own inner authority blossoming, like a tree that has patiently weathered many seasons and is now bearing fruit. There's a gentle reminder here, success is not always about grand leaps. It's about building steady routines, respecting the wisdom of small, consistent actions, and trusting in the quiet magic of daily devotion. As I often say, and it never stops being true, practical magic is that beautiful, almost alchemical blend of spiritual intention and deliberate action. Manifestation isn't only about vision boards and moon rituals, though those have their charm, it's also about showing up every day, keeping your commitments, and honoring the path beneath your feet. Now, as we turn to the Lovers card, things get even more intriguing. The Lovers is not merely about romance, though, for some of you, that electric pulse of connection is certainly in the air. More profoundly, it speaks of choices. Pivotal, potentially life-altering decisions stand before you, and I can see several threads weaving through your destiny right now. Travel is a big one, maybe a journey that expands not just your horizon, but your soul. Dreams that once felt distant are suddenly within reach, as though the universe itself has thrown open your wish window. Career advancements appear on the horizon like sunrise over new lands. And yes, relationship crossroads are presenting themselves. It might be the deepening of a soulful bond, or the brave decision to release what no longer serves you. To my chosen ones, I say this: destiny is calling, but it speaks in whispers, not shouts. True alignment, in my experience, feels both exhilarating and a little terrifying, and that's how you know it's real. Follow the spark, even if it flickers uncertainly at first. Trust it, because it's leading you exactly where you're meant to go. Ah, the Hanged Man, one of my personal favorite archetypes, though I know, at first glance, he can seem a bit unsettling. Dangling upside down, he's not in distress, but in deep contemplation. He teaches us something precious: sometimes, you have to let go of your grip on certainty to rise into your next evolution. This card whispers, with a sly grin, I might add, stop resisting. Release the outdated beliefs, the heavy baggage, the familiar patterns that no longer nurture your growth. And I say this as someone who studied both the stars and the psyche for decades. Surrender is not defeat, it's transformation in motion. Much like the quiet echoes of the death card energy hiding here, there is an invitation to embrace the endings not as loss, but as the rich soil from which new beginnings will sprout. Trust the process, even when it feels like you're hanging in limbo. Spoiler alert, you won't stay there forever. Now, let's turn the page to something a little more heart-thumping, romance and expansion. With the Page of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Three of Wands on the table, the universe is practically serenading you with the promise of love and adventure. There's a sweetness in the air, a pull towards connections that feel timeless, maybe even from past lives. For my singles out there, you might just stumble into what I like to call accidental fate. You know, those serendipitous meetings that feel like the plot twist in a really good novel? Yes, that kind. And it's not just romance that's expanding. When we pair the Three of Wands with the Wheel of Fortune and the World card, it's clear as daylight, life is calling you to broaden your horizons. Travel is highlighted, but so is the expansion of your ambitions, your dreams, your sense of what's possible. It's as though the cosmos is offering you an all-access pass to your next big chapter. My advice? When life stretches out its hand and offers you expansion, don't hesitate. Say yes, say it boldly, say it with a little nervous laughter if you must, but say yes. Because this is how new worlds unfold. Now we arrive at the Oracle's counsel, the ancient whispers from beyond the veil, urging you toward not only trust but true transformation. Let's begin with the spirit fox, a clever creature if there ever was one. The fox reminds us, with a twinkle in its eye, to trust in our talents, especially when the winds of change are howling at our door. These are not the times to doubt your skills, my friends. The very abilities you've honed, perhaps in quiet hours when no one was watching, are exactly what will carry you through this season of upheaval. Enter the snake, a classic symbol of renewal. The snake does not mourn its old skin, it slips free of it, leaving it behind like last year's fashion. So too must you shed your outdated beliefs, roles, or even relationships that no longer align with your higher path. Transformation isn't just coming, it's already underway. And then, we have the noble stag. He stands tall, not because he's never faced storms, but because he has, and has learned to thrive regardless. Take this as a call to rise into your sovereignty. The year of triumph 2025 isn't whispering anymore, it's practically singing your name. Yes, the path ahead may feel unfamiliar, perhaps even a little wild, but that's exactly where destiny often hides. Adding a final layer of wisdom, the Shaolin Master advises, move with grace and precision. No need to rush chaotically into opportunity, let every step be intentional, like a master craftsman at work. And the hunter? Well, they remind you to keep your eyes sharp. Opportunity is not on the horizon, it's already here, prowling at your doorstep. Stay ready, stay focused, and remember, fortune favors the prepared, but it absolutely adores the brave. Now we step into some of the deeper waters of this reading, the space where growth meets growing pains, and healing becomes not just a possibility but a necessity. Let's be honest, life isn't all sunshine and roses, and the Three of Swords gently, or not so gently, reminds us of this. There might be heartbreak here, moments of release that sting at first but are ultimately liberating. Think of it as emotional spring cleaning, painful, yes, but necessary to make room for the new. But don't get stuck in the ache, because right after that, the chariot arrives in full force, with the star lighting your path. This is your cosmic green light to charge boldly toward your dreams. Success isn't some vague promise floating in the distance, it's just ahead, waiting for your courage to catch up. Now, a quick word from the finance department. The Four of Pentacles and the Wise Queen of Pentacles team up here to say, handle your resources with care. This isn't about fearfully clinging to every penny, but about stewarding your abundance with maturity. Build, don't hoard. Invest, don't scatter. And remember, true growth demands the courage to let go of outdated fears and dusty habits. Fear of change? Out the door. Fear of failure? Kindly escort it off the premises. When we move into love and spiritual awakening, the theme continues beautifully. The Three of Swords paired with the Four of Swords whispers, yes, there may have been pain, but healing is already unfolding. And for those feeling battle-worn, the Nine of Wands appears like an old friend, patting you on the back and saying, you're almost there. Don't quit before the miracle. The High Priestess steps in with her quiet, mystical wisdom, urging you to trust your inner knowing. Meanwhile, the dynamic duo of the Hanged Man and Death cards declare, transformation is not optional, it's inevitable. Embrace it. Finally, the light at the end of this tunnel shines bright. The Ace of Cups promises fresh emotional beginnings, whether it's love, self-love, or a spiritual rebirth, your heart is ready to bloom again. And while the Nine of Swords warns of those restless, overthinking nights, remember, the sun always rises. Joy is not a distant dream, it's your dawn. As we approach the closing act of this reading, the Kipper cards step onto the stage like old, trusted narrators, here to confirm the unfolding journey. First, the Journey card makes its entrance, and whether this is a literal voyage or a profound inner transformation, one thing is clear, the road ahead is calling your name. Pack not only your bags but your courage and curiosity too, because this adventure, my friends, is not the kind you want to postpone. Next, toil and labor gently, or not so gently, nudges us to tie up those loose ends. Any unfinished business, be it mundane chores or deeper emotional reckonings, deserves your attention before you set sail. Think of it as cleaning the house before welcoming in new guests. Your future self will thank you. Ah, and speaking of house matters, the trio of house, family room, and Judicatian arrives like wise elders at the family table. Reflect on your roots, your foundations, your shared spaces, and yes, even those delightful little legal or financial details that life loves to sprinkle in. Proper preparation now ensures that your next chapter unfolds not in chaos, but in harmony. And now, dear Leo, chosen ones of fire and radiance, hear this loud and clear, this isn't just a reading, it's a cosmic summons. The year of triumph 2025 is not a distant rumor, it's your living reality, knocking at your door. Embrace the inevitable changes, trust that roaring inner compass of yours, and remember, the bold are always favored by fortune. Your moment is not coming, it's here. Right now. So step boldly into your destiny, and while you're at it, savor every drop of this wild, beautiful life. And hey, if this reading sparks something in your spirit, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo. We're building a community of cosmic adventurers, and trust me, you belong right at the heart of it.